These adorable creatures are even capable of killing a grown caiman. 10 deadliest river monsters of the Amazon. One of the largest and wildest tropical rainforests on Earth is the Amazon rainforest. Completely sequestered from the civilized world, it impersonates a home for numerous animal species as well as indigenous Amazon people. Today we are going to share with you 10 of the deadliest river monsters of the Amazon. To date, over 40,000 plant species, 420 mammals, 1,300 birds, 378 reptiles, and more than 400 amphibians live there. Although beautiful and untouched, rainforests abounds with some of the most aggressive and lethal predators in the world. Today we're going to talk about the deadliest river species, so here are 10 deadliest river monsters of the Amazon. Number 1. Black caiman. As we all know, alligators and crocodiles represent some of the deadliest predators in the world, especially if there's a river nearby. Regarding Amazon, black caiman is one of the most dangerous apex predators in the Amazon River. With its impressive size, from 13 to 20 feet, it's one of the largest species in the world and it presents a serious threat if encountered. Furthermore, they are very smart and can live from 50 to 80 years, capable of devouring everything from fishes to mammals. The deriving name from its black skin, it can camouflage itself during nightly hours and absorb more sunlight than other similar species. Reportedly, between 2008 and 2013, black caimans attacked about 43 people, but less than a fifth of these attacks turned lethal. Nonetheless, it is always a great idea to watch out from these modern dinosaurs if you ever plan on stepping into Amazon soil. Number 2. Piranha. Well, we all heard stories about the lethality of piranhas and even saw them in action. These usually attack in swarms, and yeah, nobody would like to find themselves surrounded by these river assassins. Furthermore, many think piranhas are carnivorous. However, they are an omnivorous species and typically feed on fishes, insects, and smaller animals. Meanwhile, they can also eat larger animals like mammals, especially if they are wounded and if there is blood in the water. What's more, they are well known for their extremely powerful jaws and a pack of razor-sharp teeth, capable of cutting through all flesh, including human. Since they stick in packs, mainly because of the survival instinct that preserves them while they are growing up, they can easily strip larger species out of meat in no time. Number 3. Poison dart frog. The third monster on the list is a poison dart frog, a small amphibian which comes in many colors. But don't let its size fool you, because this tiny creature has enough toxicity in it to kill 10 adult men. Suffice to say, indigenous Amazon tribes put its poison on the tips of their blowgun darts, which they use for hunting. Moreover, dart frogs which grew in captivity do not develop described poisonous attributes when compared to those that live in the rainforest. Scientists believe that they absorb this poison from the prey they kill, like termites and other smaller arthropods, which themselves consume alkaloids from the plants. It is called the Diet-toxicity Hypothesis, and if you're curious, you can find more information here. Finally, one interesting fact: if you want to exert poison from the dart frog, you don't need to impale them. So you can expose them to the heat and they'll sweat their poison out, a trick which mentioned indigenous tribes also use. Number 4. Electric eel. Fourth on the list is a deadly underwater electric eel which lives in the rainforest. Furthermore, there are 3 known species of electric eels. While 2 of them have been discovered recently, believe it or not, the one living in the Amazon basin is in fact the deadliest of all. In that light, it can generate an electric shock of up to 860 volts, which is the highest known electric discharge any animal can produce. Going by the name of Electrophorus Voltaic, this creature is in fact a fish that looks like an eel. Additionally, it is the only from 250 marine animals capable of producing these shocks that can use this ability for both hunting and defending. Finally, you can sometimes catch these eels going above the water to get some oxygen, which is scarce in slow-paced murky waters like the Amazon basin. Number 5. Bull shark. You probably wouldn't think that the rainforest basin can be a home for a shark, but incredibly, it can. Bull sharks inhabit the muddy waters of Amazon, and scientists even believe that it is the deadliest shark in the world. The species can live in both salty and fresh waters, and not surprisingly, they will feast on everything they encounter. Even more, these sharks prefer shallow waters, and they are one of the top predators in the Amazon ecosystem. Nevertheless, since they are at the top of the food chain, their biggest threat is another, previously mentioned apex predator, the black caiman. Unfortunately, bull sharks even hunt their own species, of course, if they are small enough. Oh, and did we mention why the name bull shark? Well, it's because these notorious aggressive monsters similarly attack their prey as when bulls get mad. So they thrust into their prey with the top of their head as the prelude to ripping it apart. Anyhow, people tend to hunt them for their fins, meat, or liver oil, and sometimes for display in aquariums or sport. They truly are one of the 10 deadliest river monsters of the Amazon rainforest. Number 6. Mosquitoes. The smallest on the list, but certainly deadly, mosquitoes are everywhere in the world, logically even more in the Amazon. The reason for their lethality comes from their ability to transmit many diseases, like the Zika virus, malaria, or West Nile virus. Not surprisingly, the water attracts them, so you can encounter them everywhere near or on the water, in places with hot and soggy climate. Not to forget, the deforestation of the Amazon forest opened fertile breeding grounds for mosquitoes, and we know how notorious they are in transmitting malaria. What's more, malaria in Amazon is different than anywhere in the world and is often called frontier malaria in Brazil and surrounding countries. Therefore, frontier malaria had a catastrophic effect on the population of Brazilian territory, and the tenfold increase is noted. If you decide to visit the Amazon rainforest, watch your back for these critters. Number 7. ARAPAIMA. One of the largest fish that lurks in fresh, shallow waters is certainly the ARAPAIMA. However, this monster is now rare and is under extinction from overfishing. Nevertheless, this fish was an inspiration for an Amazonian legend about monsters that kill the fishermen. The legend says that an evil spirit inhabited the body of the monstrous, enormous fish. It continues by saying that it can leap out of water and knock and crush the fisherman with its tongue made of bone. After all, this legend isn't just a legend, because this monster even has teeth on its tongue. Pretty creepy, wouldn't you agree? They can also jump, and their exterior is bulletproof to piranha attacks. Number 8. PAYARA, aka vampire fish. Well deserved, the vampire fish got its name because of the 2 giant fangs placed in their lower jaw. Hence, their looks are vampire-like and they look pretty scary, like out of a nightmare. To be precise, the PAYARA is a relative to piranha, and they come in length from 1.5 to 3 feet. Their fangs can go from 4 to 6 inches, and they are reportedly known for cannibalism. One interesting fact, they will easily chase off medium or large sized fish that they don't eat, only to keep the water clear for the fish they actually eat. Overall, they are very aggressive, strong and agile, since they prefer faster moving waters with a lot of currents. Furthermore, there hasn't been any case of PAYARA attacking humans, so you would probably be safe around them, if they don't scare you off of course. The creepiness of PAYARA cannot be escaped, and these species well deserve to stand as one of the 10 deadliest river monsters of the Amazon. Number 9. Green anaconda. One of the tallest snakes in the snake kingdom is surely green anaconda, with a record-breaking length of over 30 feet. These notorious hunters can attack everything from birds to deers, and we all have heard of how gruesome they can be. Surely, one of the most feared and talked about Amazon predators is the green anaconda. They are one of the apex predators in the Amazonian ecosystem, and the only monsters who can match them are a jaguar and a black caiman. Logically, they would need to put great effort into killing the great anaconda, and could even turn out to be their prey during the fight. Important to mention, they are not venomous, and they kill their victims by constraining them with their bodies. And don't be worried, if you ever find yourself face to face with this monster, it is very unlikely to attack, since humans aren't their prey. Number 10. Giant otter. Last, but certainly not least, a giant otter is the only mammal on the list. However, don't be deceived by its cuddly face, because this guy is another apex predator, capable of reaching over 6 feet. These guys mostly dine on fish, and sadly they are facing extinction, as some estimates say there are only around 500 of them left. To top it all off, they live only in the Orinoco in the Amazonian basin and in La Plata rivers of South America. Interestingly, these animals are sociable and have families, living in a monogamous relationship with their progeny. They stick together while hunting. Extraordinarily, these adorable creatures are even capable of killing a grown caiman, but only to defend. We mentioned they stick together, so while adult otters will be in the front line attacking caiman together, cubs will stay behind and assist if needed. Moreover, while some are holding caiman down, others are biting its head, a witty strategy to defeat and kill it. Needless to say, these predators are extremely smart, and they even have their own language, consisting of 9 different vocalizations. That's it. Thanks for watching our video. If you enjoyed it, please hit that like button and subscribe to our channel for more interesting content.